Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a first-time 1,000-yard rusher from a season ago. It's Derrick Henry. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Go, go, go.
Out of the gun. Gone. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
High cut. High 20. I'm here on the block. Slow down.
A first down carry for Henry. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Flat. 120. Hold on. Check. Let's go, defense. Tiger. 52. Motion.
From the 50, it's gone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Gone. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Geno Atkins racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Taken in at the 11. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. So here's Dalton and the Bengals now, 1st and 10 at their own 18. This is Joe Mixon, 4th in the NFL in rushing last season. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
On 2nd down and 4, Dalton. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 16 yards, a first down.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Dalton here from the gun. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. The connection since 2011. Dalton to Green for a Bengal first down. Here's Dalton. Steps away, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page. Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Now it's Henry. The broken tackle couldn't create a ton of space. He'll be taken down just beyond the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Second and 6 at the 37-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Check. Flag down. I'm down. Under 10.
Gone. He finds Taylor, complete. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Bengals grab it. So a first quarter fumble in the rain, and this isn't supposed to let up. They've had flash flood warnings just west of here, so they better get used to this.
And it's hard to do real early in the game because you're so amped up and you're trying to do so much. You've got to get used to it, though. You've got to focus in on the ball, make sure you're taking care of it. That one cost him.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Bengals with a football to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up. On second down, here's Mixon, and a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to say.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt, I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They'll run here with Bernard. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal.
Right, didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Second down and goal. Dalton. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. But now it's 3rd and goal. 3rd and goal. This L.A. Rams defense will try to bow up once more. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the 2nd quarter now, and we do have our first point. It's a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
It feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
A reminder, later tonight, Sunday Night Football, we'll see a game in the NFL 100 Series, a rematch of the very first AFL-NFL Championship game, later, of course, known as Super Bowl I. It pits the Packers against the Chiefs from Arrowhead, and that should be a fun one.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 36-yard line.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Running from the gun with Henry. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. And we were down on the field watching Henry warm up before the game. He's a big man. No wonder he breaks those tackles.
And you remember what I told you when we were watching? It's not all pads. I mean, you get him out of pads and just see him in a regular suit or an outfit. He is a huge human being and a lot faster than what people know. When he gets rolling, he's a lot to bring down.
They'll run on first down. It's Henry, and he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Call that a gain of 11.
I remember watching Derrick Henry come out of Alabama and sitting with some scouts, and one of the debate points with him was, while at Bama, how often did he have to deal with contact near the line of scrimmage? They were so good up front that he often got to the 2nd level pretty easily. I think he's starting to answer those questions with runs like that. He's a physical guy.
Mike, Mike 20.
Now a first down throw. Gone. Throw left side, complete to Kupp. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A shotgun handoff to Henry. Carlos Dunlap, the defensive end, the one to bring him down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Strong right, strong right, strong. Value 3.
A shotgun snap for gone. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henderson. That good for 21 yards on the... Catch and run.
Here we go.
It's a gain of 21 yards. That's good for a Rams first down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
This will be the first red zone opportunity now for the Rams. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, here's Henry. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Goff now looking to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
Zuerlein, of course, last year had likely the iconic field goal of the season, booting that 57-yarder in the Superdome to send his squad to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, you really hurt the Saints fans on that one, didn't you?
Sorry.
They didn't want to hear that at all. But this guy deserves his nicknames. Greg the Leg, Legatron, because the ball goes through the post at a heavy rate, 87% in 2018.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Third down, a shot here for Dalton. And the pressure gets to him again. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Punting now is Huber as he sends it away. And this will be down just on the other side of midfield. An update from around the league as our first one comes from New Orleans. And it's an early lead there for the Saints. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Goff now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And Cooks has it over the middle. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he was able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
Second and 10 now from the 27. Now Goff. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
Incomplete. Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He hit his first one, this from 44 yards out now. Zuerlein's kick is up and through. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals. It's 6-3. Now, the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw here, Dalton. Got a man open, it's Ross. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. So if you like field goals, this is your game. 6-3, 3 field goals at the break. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, as they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. So here's Dalton and the Bengals now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Mixon will get it to start the second half. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12. Off the play fake to Mixon. This is Dalton. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Again, it's Henry. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Here's Goff. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Sean Williams. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Dalton. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Going deep downfield for Ross. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with him.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Passing, it's Dalton. Oh, and he'll just get rid of this one deep. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bengals are going to jump back in front. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Goff will lead the Rams up here first and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They'll try and get the run game going. This is Henry. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Back to throw. Goff. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
The Rams on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Goff now looks to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Geno Atkins, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Here's Johnny Hekker now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That's taken on the 25. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position. 1st and 10 for Dalton. And that is incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
That's caught inside the 20. Give him 32 on the play.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the Rams 16-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Dalton. He gets this one to Boyd. And here he'll get it down to the 7. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
The Bengals on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
93, 52, 93, 44, 44.
Despite only needing one, Dalton to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. From the gun, Dalton. Being chased out under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. Dante Fowler picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. And it's no good. No, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
Jared Goff, 4 times last year, he led the Rams on a 4th quarter comeback. He obviously didn't do it in Super Bowl 53, but can he do it here? And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Geno Atkins in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
2 for 66. Here we go, fellas. Here we go. Here we go.
Now Goff. Flush to his right. And that'll be incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And now it's 3rd down. Charles, I think back to your earlier statement about the visitors being the underdogs needing to win that turnover battle. And this defense, they forced 2 turnovers so far, a big reason why they lead this game.
Yeah, and I know defenses always talk about getting turnovers in bunches, getting those takeaways. 2's not a bunch, but it's plenty in this game, exactly the formula they need. And I got to tell you, partner, I like it when you think back to something I said that actually comes true, that's actually right.
It happens more often than you might think.
We're good. We're good. Hey, team 6. Team 6. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Hey, come on now. Come on.
3rd and long. It's gone. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted. And if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. The Rams going for it on 4th. Gone. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Geno Atkins. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Breaking the huddle, 1st and goal as the return team has set him up with golden field position. They'll give it to Mixon. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal. Another try for Mixon. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Bengals add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. The bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it out past the 30.
Let's go. At their own 31-yard line.
Goff will lead the Rams up here first and 10 at the 31-yard line. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Target. Hey, check 24. Check 24.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And very little daylight there. They'll get a couple up to the 44.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down now, it's Henry. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The Rams on third down, a pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Goff. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
76. Here we go.
Here we go on 4th. Goff. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. Mixon with a first down carry. And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all. As we will make our way to the 2-minute warning.
No gain on the play.
So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Play action here with Dalton. To the left side here for Eifert. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide it. But the tight end...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And it'll be a second and long.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And that'll bring up a third down and very long. From the gun to give to Mixon. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a fourth down. Here's Kevin Huber now as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. This is brought in at the 21. 31 yards on the punt there. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. Big Geno Atkins there to bring him down. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Cincinnati, the win means they'll finish the first half at a respectable 5-3 record. And now it's off to Heathrow as they get